JP, I find it very interesting. We're kind of like Bryce Mitchell and Santiago Luna, just you and I. I'm a lot closer to Bryce Mitchell, and you're pretty close to Luna.
Um, yeah, I guess so. I don't know complexion necessarily, but yeah, I guess so.
Well, listen, I don't think the Earth is flat, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on Locked Door MMA. We're your hosts. I'm Brevin. This is my good buddy JP. And in today's episode, we will be breaking down and giving our predictions for every single fight. UFC Fight Night, Muhammad versus Bonfim. But before we do, we have a few things to talk about, JP. First and foremost, what a weekend. Not only with the UFC picks, but your boys were in Vegas, like we said last episode, and my oh my, Big B's bachelor party lived up to the hype. All right. It was probably one of the best trips I've ever been on. The guys had an absolute blast. I couldn't have asked for a better bachelor party. What a time. Second of all, had a decent card out in China. Okay. It was overnight. JP had to remind me that the fights were even happening. I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know where I was, but I oftentimes found myself at a craps table. That was my safe space. So, what a weekend. I'll let JP talk about the card.
Oh man. Um, yeah, first things first. Don't sound the same. And that is for certain reasons. A lot of screaming, a lot of yelling. Okay. The craps table, you're looking at Boxcar Central. Okay, Boxcar and Co, if you will. We're getting shirts with it on. I mean, legendary. Okay, Brevin's bachelor party was like minus 2,000 favorite to be a good time. I think it exceeded the hype, honest to God. Great time. Pool, great time. I mean, I just can't stress enough how many people we were at the pool smacking a beach ball around. When somebody would miss the ball, the entire pool, like over 150 people, are just screaming boo because oh my God, what a time. And then I also lied to you guys last time we were on here. I said we might be up for the first fight, maybe the second fight. That was a lie. We were up till just about the start of the main card, and then we went to bed. Decent little card. If you were backing a lot of the China fighters, probably didn't have a great time. What did they go, Brevin? Like 1-5, it was?
Song Yadong
Song
holding it
Yadong.
down.
Song by sub. Shout out to anybody who called that. That was crazy. Nasty little Gilly. Uriah Faber teaching the little tricks, I guess, but not a bad card. One of the biggest things I'm taking away, Kai Asakura. I saw him on social media. Super happy. Good for him. Okay. He said it brought him out of dark times or whatever it was. Good win by him. Pavlovich got another KO. Ming Yang. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. I don't know who felt worse on Sunday and Monday, me or Ming Yang. Okay. That man, Alonzo Metafield, got a knockout win. Whatever. That's going to be hard not being biased going forward after that. But 8-3, lock hit. Jake Matthews getting it done. Didn't get inside the distance, but that's fine. He got it done anyways. Beat Carlson's Harris ass, if you will. But yeah, this weekend, not a bad card at the Apex.
Have you seen all the hate Vic Matthews has gotten on social media?
No, over what?
Not finishing Carlson Harris
Oh,
because they were like he was a hurt gazelle out there, and
yeah.
it was it was all the people like us that had inside the distance or knockout, and they were like, yeah, he just was being boring. Should have went for the finish. Like, what are you doing? And
Too
didn't do it,
safe.
and so now a lot of people are hating on him, but that's okay. He got the job done. He was the lock for a reason. And JP, did you have the opportunity to go back and watch the Kai Asakura performance?
I did see the finish. See the finish on I believe it was Instagram or something like that. But
Brother,
I didn't watch the whole thing.
brother. This kid's hands are nasty. I am so glad we finally got to see a striking performance from Kai Asakura. Screw this shit. Stop giving him guys that can grapple and wrestle. Who cares?
I
I don't
agree.
want to see it. I want to see Kai Asakura strike. This dude is nasty, okay? Sure, he doesn't have the takedown defense, and maybe that hurts his chances at becoming champion. But my, oh my, when he puts his paws on you, it is it is beautiful to watch, to say the least. And then Sergey. Oh
Ugh,
my. Sergey is back.
back in
He
form.
is just oh quick, fast,
Oh
and
yeah.
for 6'3", having a longer reach than Teixeira, who's 6'7", his fans are super quick. Or his hands, not his fans. His fans probably aren't super quick. His fans are probably looking a little bit like me and a little bit like him. Okay. But his hands are super quick.
Yeah, what was it? 36 seconds? Man, back and forth for sure. That one, I feel like that one we called to a T. Taliesin bum
And
material.
up.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude. And then what were we saying? The high shoulders things? That didn't even save him.
Definitely not, but we have a fun little one in the Apex, so if you guys have been following the channel for a little while, you know what JP is about to say. JP, what does that mean for this weekend?
Small cage. Small cage.
Small cage
When in
is in
doubt,
play.
grapple it out. Okay.
Pull it out for sure. And ladies and gentlemen, before we dive into our picks, if you're new here to the channel, if you haven't subscribed, smack that subscribe button right now. It's free to do. It really helps the boys out and helps the algorithm. We're on the road to 2,000 subs. We had an interesting week. I don't want to say it was a week off. The cards or the fights were at 3 a.m. Felt like a week off. And then the week before that, we didn't have fights, but it feels good to be truly back where we will be watching every single fight this weekend. So we want you guys to join along, join the community, hit the subscribe button. And before we dive into the picks, we have a quick word from today's sponsor. We are so excited to announce that we have partnered with Sleeper. Fight Night is already electric, but Sleeper makes it even better. If you think you know UFC, you can use that knowledge on Sleeper picks by choosing more or less on projected stats for your favorite fighters and athletes. Maybe you're looking at a high volume striker to rack up fantasy points, or a grappler who could control the fight and pile up scoring through takedowns and control time. You build your entry, follow everything live, and sweat the card with your friends right inside the app. Sleeper also gives you fast scores, news, alerts, live stats, and real time chat, so it's a one stop shop for fight night. Download Sleeper today and use code LOCKED when you sign up to get a 100% deposit match up to $100. That's code LOCKED on Sleeper. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Download the Sleeper app today. All right, JP, starting this card with two women. One of these girls, I feel like you kind of like a little bit because I know she's won you money in the past. Ketlin Souza taking on Ariane Arilosi.
Plus 400 in the past. Okay, nasty little dog pick there. I believe that was at the Sphere, I think. I don't know.
I believe so. Yeah, for your what? No, UFC 300, I believe.
It's
That
one or
wasn't
the
at the
other.
sphere. That
It's
was for
one or
your
the other.
bachelor party. I remember.
Was was it? I don't know. I don't know, dude.
You were pretty hyped about her, and then you decided to kick me in my shin.
No, I didn't kick you. I just turned the chin out. I just checked it. Okay. um, yeah. Ketlin Souza, nice and technical. Maybe not the most volume at times where you want her to, but she is very technical. Her grappling is okay. I don't necessarily like her takedown defense. I don't like how she doesn't keep her hips away. She doesn't sprawl. But when she is on her butt, she will start to push at the head and stuff like that. Carnelossi is a yoked. I'm glad Carnelossi wasn't at the pool with us on Saturday. With her arms walking around like that, I would have felt so self-conscious, bro. Yoked. Technique's not there for really much else. Okay, kind of low level women's fight. All right, if you're asking her to do deltoid raises and shit, she's probably cooking you the whole time. Okay, we're taking Ketlin Souza, more technical, more well-rounded. We just think she's better.
Certainly. I think the pressure from Souza is also going to come into play. She marches forward, whether she's getting hit or not, and then she'll look to take you down up along the cage side, which, like JP said, we're in the small cage. There will be plenty of action this weekend along the cage side. And once she has you up against the fence, she does a really nice job finding those takedowns, landing some punishment, and then finding more takedowns. I like Ketlin Souza in this matchup.
All right, next one. Now, this might not be the highest level of women's MMA, but I have a feeling this one's going to be entertaining. Okay, how do you say this girl's name? Gisela? Gisela? I don't know. We're struggling in more ways than one today. Okay. Miss Chaves is taking on Duben, Yannis Duben.
Nessie Duben, listen, JP, you're more Brazilian than I am, so I don't know why you're asking me. Yeah, Jesla Chavez, good Muay Thai. She is a brawler. She can land a punch. She can eat a punch. Her contender series fight was a war, it was a bloodbath, and she fought through. So she is a dog. She is a warrior. Unessi Duben, not very good. All right. She will march forward. She has decent power when she's landing, but she's going to overthrow and she gets hit a lot. And we think that's what's going to happen in this matchup. So give us Yesla Chavez to get it done. One important note about both of these women before their UFC experience, none of their opponents have had a win. So they are stat patters, can crushers, whatever you want to call them. They were fighting nobodies, and now they're in the UFC. I do think Chavez is actually UFC material, though. Unessi Dubin, not really. So that's how I see this fight. It's not the most intriguing, but honestly, it could be a good battle between the two of them. And I think this one could end up in a finish either way, but give us Chavez to get the job done.
Yeah, 100%. Miss Duben is pretty I guess famous with the hardcore MMA fans. You know, you know. And it's not for her technique, okay? Not good, like Brevin said. She's just gonna throw bombs. Yes, she beat, I believe it was Shannon Clark when she was a massive underdog on her contender series. If that wasn't the Hail Mary of all Hail Marys, with the just wild overhand caught her right on the chin, these girls are probably gonna slang it out. Neither of them's like crazy high level, like Brevin said. No wins outside the UFC for any of their opponents. If you think the odds are crazy, sure. I'm not throwing money on Duben dog money. We're good. Yeah, give us Chavez.
1,000%. All right, that's going to take us up to our next fight. And this is when the card starts to get good, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Leavitt taking on Joe Anderson Brito.
The small cage for this one really makes this pick not easy, but it kind of, I guess, it helps solidify it. Okay, because both guys can grapple. Jordan Leavitt, he's got good top pressure. Okay, the Monkey King. Joe Anderson Brito has a tendency to jump a lot of subs, jump a lot of gillies, maybe end up on his back a little bit too much. At times we're sub chasing, if you will, a little too much. But he can grapple as well. He does have good transitions, good scrambles. And my biggest thing is Jordan Leavitt is not the end all be all dominant once you're on your back. You're not getting up. I feel like the grappling is going to negate itself for both of these guys. And with the hands, I just feel like there's nothing really to worry about from Jordan. And Burrito is very explosive, a lot of power. I like his striking a lot more. I think Joe Anderson Burrito's taking it. Does he get him out of there? He might with the hands, Brevin, but I don't know. I don't see it. Close fight, but we're taking Burrito.
Yeah, I would slightly disagree with you on that point. I do think Brito has the skills and the power in his hands to get him out of there. He also has phenomenal leg kicks. I mean, let's not forget he stopped a fight with a calf kick that
True.
cut open the shin of his opponent to the point that they had to stop the fight. So he throws with nasty intentions, and Jordan Levitt on the feet is just not very good. And a lot of people are surprised with how much success Levitt has had. Now he has moved down in weight, and since then he's looked pretty darn good because he is kind of a big guy in that division when he's taking him down, controlling him. But like JP said, Brito has the submission skills to find success, but I think more importantly, keep Leavitt off of him in this matchup. And Leavitt's wrestling is not all that good either. He usually finds takedowns off of like caught leg kicks or caught body kicks, trips, things of that nature. He's not really just landing singles and doubles out there, which give him top control. So I think in this one, Brito has more ways to win. That's why we're taking Joe Anderson Brito.
All right, moving up to my least favorite women's fight on the card. We got Chelsea runner Chandler. She was the one that ran away from Dumont, right?
Yeah.
Just turned her back, full sprint. Chelsea Chandler going up against Priscilla Cachoeira.
Guys, we haven't said poop bowl of the night in a long time. This may be it on this card. Chelsea Chandler, not very high level MMA. Cochera, not very high level MMA. Both these girls, honestly, JP, I've heard rumblings that both these girls probably will get cut after this fight, no matter how it goes.
Wouldn't be
We've
surprising.
seen girls win fights that have then got cut, let go from the organization, and this could be one of them. Chelsea Chandler, though, does have the better wrestling upside. She does land takedowns from time to time, and Priscilla's takedown defense is not really good. Priscilla will march forward, eat shots, and land some shots of her own, but JP, her striking differential is a problem. She eats 8 shots for every 4 that she lands. That's a 2-to-1 ratio if you can't do math. Uh, in her last fight, got pieced up as well. And in this one, I think Chelsea Chandler is going to be able to mix in the takedowns and control her. So give us Chelsea Chandler to get the job done.
Yeah, it's hard to ever pick Priscilla again because we've done our fair share of picking Priscilla because when she lands, she does have power, right? She's one of those rare women fighters that she can put anybody out. Technique isn't there. It's just like a chicken with their head cut off. She's just sprinting around, just throwing as hard as she can. She'll overextend, get caught, won't be able to defend a takedown, can't defend a takedown, even standing at range, regardless. Is Chelsea that good? No, but Priscilla's just someone I don't know. It's so hard to pick her from here on out. Chelsea's probably going to try and grapple. Give us Chandler.
1,000%. All right. That moves us up to our next bout. We have Bruno Silva taking on Edgar Chairez.
Good fight here. This is a good fight. Bruno, he's had a tough go of it. You know, everybody's going to remember the Joshua Van fight. Charles Johnson split, good fight. The one that sticks out to me is the Park fight. I was on Park in that one, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe so.
I was high on Park on that one. As Brevin was trying to tell me, I don't know. Bruno's still pretty good. Bruno can throw. He's got power. He's very well rounded. Beat Park's ass, okay, and then he subbed him. All right. The Joshua Van one, I don't think anybody's going to hold against him, and that's a common opponent they both share. My only thing about Edgar is, sure, he's never been knocked out. He has been dropped so much. Edgar Chairez gets into a war with everybody, man. And he's another guy that will just jump a guillotine like crazy. He's not one to get hit and then get out of range. He's not one to hit and not get hit. He's stepping in range, throwing his bombs, landing his, and he's staying there. All right, he's pulling his cot out, camping for the night. I just don't think he can do it against what?
I might have misheard you there.
Well, probably
He pulled
everybody
his
did.
what out?
He pulled his cot
All right.
with maybe the air mattress.
There you go. I think it's the voice.
It's gotta be. And oh man, Bruno Silva is better. We're taking Bruno Silva. I can't yap with my voice like this.
No, I know. You're dying. You're pushing through.
Better
Ladies and
hands.
gentlemen,
Give me Bruno.
JP, the man of the hour, pushing through. This guy was sicker than a dog this
Oh,
weekend. But
I
like you
mean,
said,
it.
Bruno Silva fought some very, very tough guys in this division, JP. And that's what a lot of people don't really give him credit for. You lost to Manel Kopp. Well, Manel Kopp is one of the best guys in the division right now. You lost to Joshua Van. Well, he's the current champion. Okay, and then you fight a very tough Charles Johnson, go to split decision. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that you're not fighting at a high level. There was a point in time, JP, that I feel like we really kinda hated on Bruno Silva for no good reason, and he's been fighting really, really well, and in this matchup, I expect him to show us why we shouldn't sleep on Bruno Silva in this division. He's very skilled. Edgar Chairez, like you said, sits in the pocket way too much. He doesn't have the footwork to get out of the way of a guy like Bruno Silva, and pulling the guillotine against a guy like Bruno Silva is not gonna go well or in your favor, so give us Bruno Silva.
He's that Edgar's that tough Mexican style, like the perfect example of it. He's gonna sit in the pocket, slang and bang with you. If you put your neck open for a guillotine, he's gonna try and jump it. I mean, the dude's tough as nails, but toughest nails we've seen don't win you fights. All right, next one moving up. This one should be a good one as well. Yannis returns after what, like 3-4 weeks, something like that, going up against Mcghee.
Yeah, this is an interesting fight. Obviously, on short notice, Marcus Mcghee coming off the performance against Peter Yan, where he didn't look half bad. He was a little bit outclassed, a little bit slower than Peter Yan, but didn't look half bad. And now he's taking on John Yannis on short notice. I mean, I'll keep this one short and sweet. John Yannis is only 1-1 in the UFC. Got choked out and then found a TKO finish in his last one. Kind of a quick turnaround. I think Marcus Mcghee is just levels above John Giannis, JP, and I don't think it really tells us anything like, "Oh, wow, they're giving him John Giannis instead of another contender." I don't think Marcus Mcghee went out there against Peter Yan and looked bad to deserve that type of disrespect, so I think he goes out there and shows us why he still should be fighting up there in the top of the division and not against guys like John Giannis. Give us Marcus Mcghee.
100%. And if people are going to use the Piotr Jan fight to say, oh, he got his ass beat and look at how he looked in that one. I mean, yeah, Piotr is a killer. And if we're talking about most recent fights, sure, Giannis is coming off a win. Siraj sucks. Watching that was horrendous. Okay, oh my goodness. Siraj couldn't throw anything, couldn't move, looked like he was in molasses. It was horrible. Giannis has got some power. He can strike, but like Brevin's saying, Mcghee is just super technical, sees everything coming, uses kicks, elbows, punches, all the above. Yeah, we're taking Mcghee.
All right. Moving up this card, we have our boy, a show favorite,
Oh boy.
Iwo Baraniewski taking on my arch nemesis, my number one hated fighter in the world, Junior Tafa.
Hey, all I got to say is good thing we were in Vegas last weekend. They're going to be in Vegas this weekend because we probably would have had to stop Brevin from going to meet Tafa at the Apex. Okay. Brevin would have been hitting the boxcars on craps, said, you know what? We've had all the fun we can here. Take me to the Apex. All right. Plain and simple. Pretty short. We're taking Iwo. Not taking Tafa. Tafa almost lost to Kevin Christian. Okay. His calf was getting obliterated. Iwo, he's got better judo as well. A lot of amateur experience. He's not necessarily a guy who's going to use his judo, use his grappling. Okay. Brevin did make a good point. He does fight the way of where Tafa might have a shot to clip him. We're not betting on the home run hitter, though. We're betting on the better guy, Iwo Baraniewski. First round? I think so.
Yeah, I think the first round is a lock for either guy, honestly. But Iwo Baraniewski, you've just seen the Polish power on display. He goes out there, knocks people out quickly, gets after it from the jump. Junior Tafa, kind of the same way, and if he does get taken down, he is a turtle on the ground. We've said that so many times. I don't even know how this guy's still in the UFC. I really don't. I expect Ewo to go out there and starch him in the first round, and then Junior Tafa to be handed some papers saying, "Sorry, bud, your contract's over. Hit the road, Jack." And that's how I see this fight going. Ewo with the judo. Ewo also claims he has good jiu-jitsu too. He was like, "I'm very well rounded." You're just not really gonna have to see it because I got the power in my hands. All right, I can sign up for that. Give me Ewo.
All right. Take my card. Where do I sign?
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, hey, don't give him a shot. No reason to get him a shot. Okay, go out there, put some hands on him, level change immediately, put him on his back. If you want the highlight KO, what I always say, make him tired the first round, second round, come out, do your thing. All right, moving up. Short notice. Junior Tafa is also on short notice, by the way. So if you're a Tafa lover, there you go. Matt Schnell is now taking on Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup, guys. Matt Schnell, everyone that has seen him fight will know, dude's got a glass chin. That's probably one of his biggest downfalls. He can be skilled at times. His grappling's pretty good, and he does have 9 wins via submission. But every other fight, dude is getting knocked out cold. Um, Even gets submitted. So this is really a good fight for Costa, even though he's stepping in on short notice. Many believe that this is a better fight for Costa than Schnell had in his previous opponent that he trained all fight camp for. So we're going to be taking Alessandro Costa, the younger fighter. He is 3-3 in the UFC, coming off of a liver shot KO stoppage in his last one only in April. So dude's still fresh, very talented, very skilled, and we think he's going to go out there and put on a show against Matt Schnell.
Absolutely. Costa looked great in his last one. His hands are going to be much quicker, much better than Schnell. Like Brevin said, Schnell's got a glass slipper up there. At some point, Schnell retired. I'm pretty sure he's talking about retirement, and now he's back. His grappling's okay. Costa's good there too. Costa beats him literally everywhere. Another one, Costa first round. Costa inside the distance. Hammer it. Give us Costa.
All right. That's going to take us up this card. Give me 1 second here. Mm. Sorry, JP. Why don't you read off the next fight? My computer's glitching out to oblivion.
Hey, I got you. Okay. Another show favorite. Just because of the crazy shit he says. Probably a fan favorite as well. Because of the crazy shit he says. If he wins, we might have to start hearing him out about how the world is flat. Okay. Bryce, Thug Nasty, Mitchell. He's taking on Santiago Luna.
Buddy, I'll let you take this one. Since your boy's fighting the border boy, you guys have a lot in common.
Hey. um, good fight. Really good fight. I like this fight a lot. Okay, Bryce Mitchell, good grappling, good jiu-jitsu. His wrestling's okay. His submission game is where he's looking to get. His hands aren't the best. Okay, his win over Saeed looking pretty good. Um, Luna. Okay, Luna's hands I like a lot. Luna's volume I like a lot. Luna has a lot of power. 3 things that Bryce struggles with. Small cage. We can grapple it out. Luna is a very good wrestler. Okay, I forget the guy's name. Earlier in Luna's career, he did wrestle like a Chechnyan wrestler that couldn't get him down, and then Luna subbed him, got him out of there. Okay. In this one, I do think Luna has the ability to defensively grapple and keep Bryce off of him. Saeed Nurmagomedov dropped Bryce in their first round. Okay. And then Saeed does what he does. A lot of spinning bullshit. And then he gets tired and then he lays on his back. That's how Bryce beat him. A good win. Luna's not going to get tired. He's going to throw more volume. He's not going to back up as much. Bryce does not do well with volume or power. He gets dropped by a lot of people. He does not have a good chin on him. I don't think his hands are going to be good enough. And I think once Luna starts stuffing a couple of these takedowns, I think it's going to be trouble. I think Luna gets Bryce out of there. We're taking Santiago Luna. Dog money.
Oh, money. The dude's 21 years old, very sharp, like JP said, good wrestler. And that's what Bryce Mitchell needs to do in this one. He needs to wrestle because on the feet, he will be outmatched. JP, I find it very interesting. We're kind of like Bryce Mitchell and Santiago Luna. Just you and I. I'm a lot closer to Bryce Mitchell, and you're pretty close to Luna.
Um, yeah, I guess so. I don't know complexion necessarily, but yeah, I guess so.
Well, listen, I don't think the Earth is flat, so
Oh man, I can't believe like I mean, I guess people have and he's just stuck in his ways, but nobody showed him that video of the guy who did the test and he's like, "Wait, why is the test not working?" It is, buddy. The earth's just not flat. Dumbass.
yeah,
Oh
I don't
man.
know how anyone would ever convince Bryce Mitchell of anything. I feel like he's just so sure in his ways, kind of like Sean Strickland. They're not open-minded.
That's that's for sure. Okay. And I think God rest his soul. Whenever anything ever happens to Bryce Mitchell, we need to check that man's brain, see what was going on. A little CTE in there. I think Josh Emmett should have a felony with the CTE he gave Bryce Mitchell that fight. Okay. All right. Moving up to another good one. One of Brevin's favorite fighters right now, I would say. And this dude's a little bit on a tear. Whereas Ziam is taking on Tom Nolan.
There might have been some sarcasm in there. Ziam's definitely not one of my favorite fighters, but I do like the stature of both of these gentlemen here in the 155-pound division. Far as Ziam, 6'1", 75-inch reach. Tom Nolan, 6'2", 73-inch reach. Now, this is going to be a really interesting fight because most of the time, these guys are fighting dudes way shorter than them, JP, and that's where they have a big advantage. Long, rangy, jabs, everything that you need to have that advantage. Tom Nolan sometimes takes guys down, and he's so long on the ground, he finds success there. Ziam's also long, so very interested to see how this one plays out. But how I see it is Tom Nolan's going to want to blitz in and land big shots on Ziam. Ziam does a really nice job fighting at range, and sometimes people think Ziam's a boring fighter. As of late, he hasn't been. He's been taking the fight to his opponents. Once he has your back as well, he's got a nasty body triangle, and he can hang out there for an entire round and steal a round like that. Very skilled. I think Fares Ziam is just the better between the two of them. Tom Nolan, it's kind of a big step up in competition for him. I don't think he gets it done. Give me Fares Ziam.
Yeah, this is another good fight. Another nail biter in my eyes. I think they're pretty similar, like Brevin's saying. I just think Ziam's just better at almost everything. Okay. Tom gets clipped a little too much for me. Ziam manages range very well. Um, the one thing I don't like about this fight, I do think the odds are a little crazy. Ziam three, almost 3.5 to 1. So you're gonna have to be careful there. But yeah, grappling wise, like you said, his body triangle's nasty. Those long legs. Striking wise, we'll have to see. I mean, I think like you're saying, whoever wins the jab of the night, I think might get ahead early, and that might cause trouble for the other guy. Because, like you said at the beginning, it's very interesting to see how they both now have another guy who can match their size and length. So it's really going to come down to technique, footwork. I just think Faraz, and that's kind of why I made that joke. Because he's been on a heater lately, and you have been. I want to say you've been on him every single fight that he's won so far, and then the one that he who was the one that he pulled out on? The Cowboy Fernandez fight. That's what it was. I was very excited to see that one because me and you were split on that one heavy. So yeah, Faraz, he's been on a tear. I think he still looks good this weekend. We're taking Zion.
Yeah, that would have been a heck of a matchup between him and Cowboy. Cowboy throws crazy calf kicks.
Oh yeah.
Ziam's got that nasty jab. Very, very skilled. Good kicker as well. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Both of them very intriguing matchups. All right. That takes us up to the co-main. Brendan Allen is taking on Edmund Shahbazyan.
Shabazz. Shabazz. Interesting one here. Okay. Edmund Shabazz, good striker, decent range management. Um, I believe he was famous younger. Was Ronda like, was he part of Ronda's team? Or what was Ronda doing for him? Ronda Rousey? He was younger.
Yeah, I mean, she like took him in when he was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
into her camp or something like that, and kind of trained him up. So he's been a prodigy for a very long time.
Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, good striker, smart guy ish. Okay. Um, does gas out and just ask GM3. Okay, GM3 got his win like that. Brendan Allen, I've been notorious on this show to say I do not like Brendan Allen's striking. I'm not a fan. It has come a long way. His grappling, in my eyes, is going to be a bigger problem than what Edmund's striking will be for him. Okay, I think if we go to the ground at all, to clinch at all, I think he will have trouble. If Edmund gasses out, I think we'll have more trouble. I think Brendan looked phenomenal against Rainier de Ritter, and that was on short notice, I'm pretty sure. And I just don't think I think he's going to be worried too much about it. Both of these guys are pretty big. The small cage, so Edmund isn't going to be able to move as much. The exact same size, actually, which is crazy. And if he gets his back taken at all, I think it's going to take a lot of gas out of him if he can't get back up. Good fight here, but we're taking Brendan Allen.
Yeah, I think really it's an interesting matchup. You said it was an interesting matchup, and that's because Brendan Allen is in the top 5 of the division, and JP Edmund Shahbazyan's not ranked. That's strange. Brendan Allen just beat RDR in a main event
Beat his ass, too.
on short notice. Why are we giving him a guy that's not ranked? I don't get it. This whole card's kind of wonky like that, where guys are taking like huge steps down in competition. Now, I'm not
Mm.
saying Edmund Shahbazyan is a huge step down in competition. He's very, very skilled, got good striking. But if Brendan Allen gets this one to the mat, that's his weakness. That's Shahbazyan's weakness. He doesn't do well getting back up to his feet. He doesn't really offer anything as far as submissions go. And Brendan Allen looks so dominant. I don't know. Very, very strange. I know Brendan Allen was training with Hamzat. JP, I don't remember if you said that or not. Leading up to the Strickland fight, he was in Hamzat's camp, getting some rounds in with Hamzat. I think that helps. They have good cardio over there. Well, until you
Most of them do.
dump all your adrenaline. Oh, most of them do besides Hamza. That's weird. Um, Brendan Allen, interesting guy. Yeah, he's not gonna wanna stay striking with MN too long. I think it's it's passable, JP. Is that the right way to phrase it? It's passable. He can get the job done for a round or round and a half, but he's gonna have to find takedowns, right? And if he does, he'll be successful. Small cage, working back up against the fence, find a takedown. And if he looks anything like he did in the RDR fight, Edmund's gonna have a long night of trying to just get back up to his feet, and Brendan Allen can land some serious damage when he is on top of you. So that's why we're picking Allen.
Yeah, and like you're saying, the ranked number 5 to fighting a non-ranked guy. I kind of fuck with it for Allen. Him basically just saying, "Yeah, I don't give a shit. Give me whoever you put in there with me. I'm gonna take him out, finish him, and going from RDR to Edmund. I mean, let's see if he can put on a highlight possibly. You know?
Well, if he does, I think it just makes it harder to argue for a chance at a title. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really doing for yourself? Because then they're gonna look at it and be like, "Well, Edmund wasn't
Yeah.
ranked."
Edmund win doesn't mean anything. Yeah, that's what you're saying. I don't know. We'll have to see. Cause yeah, in one eyes it's like, hey, he's fighting anybody. He's not saying no. Then on the other one, like you're saying, it's okay, he's fighting anybody, but that guy's not even in the top 15. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, you can get him out of there. All right. That takes us up to the main event. I am personally very excited for this one. I think this is a banger fight. We got Gabriel Bonfim taking on probably the hardest fight in his career against, I want to do the impression I always do of him. I don't think I can. Going up against Belal Muhammad.
It's gonna be like Canelo hands. Yeah. Interesting matchup. Belal Muhammad, obviously, you guys know, good wrestler. He's gonna grind, has a lot of 5-round experience, can go into deep waters and win rounds. He's kind of a boring fighter, doesn't have a lot of finishing potential, doesn't have a lot of power in his hands, even though he did stop Sean Brady. I thought that was, somewhat impressive. There was moments against JDM that he was landing good shots. He can box when he's, in close, pressing forward, but he's not putting guys away like he should. Gabriel Bonfim, good power in his hands. He throws a lot of hard kicks as well. I think that's going to come into play in this one, and pretty good grappling, right? And that's what's going to have to be utilized in this matchup. I expect Belal to move forward, shoot for takedowns. He is 37 years old. Bonfim's just 28. Bonfim has had some not scares, but some moments in his UFC career that you're like, well, what is this kid truly made out of? He kind of broke, and I believe it was the Dalby fight, right?
Yeah.
And that was troubling for a lot of viewers out there. Like, okay, Bonfim, he has some quit in him. I don't really trust his cardio. But then he recovered really nicely, strung off a couple wins. For Bilal to be successful, he's going to have to implement his boxing into wrestling and actually wrestle. He doesn't shoot a ton of takedowns because when he does land takedowns, he has good top control. But in this one, I do believe Gabriel Bonfim is going to be the more dangerous guy, not only on the feet, but if the fight does get down to the canvas. So we're taking Gabriel Bonfim. He's really just going to have to put it all together, land the better strikes, the cleaner strikes, the more powerful strikes. And if it does get down to Gabe or Bilal taking Gabriel down, can you use your jujitsu to get back up to your feet and not settle on bottom? That's what you can't do in this fight because Bilal would be more than happy to just keep it there.
100%, man. 100%. This is a damn good fight. Okay. Gabriel Bonfim, dog money. And I know you guys are going to be like, hey, what the hell? You guys just sat here talking about small cage. AP just yaps about small cage. When in doubt, grapple it out. Yep. And that is when the other guy that you're fighting does not have a nasty submission game. Okay. Bilal, we just saw it with Ian Gary. 0 for 7 with takedowns. Couldn't get him down. Yes, I understand it's Ian Gary. Bonfim on the feet is going to be better. He has a lot of power. He has good volume. Okay. And he will throw good combinations around the guard, through the guard. In the clinch, he has disgusting knees. My problem with Bilal, even when he's fighting Jeff Neal, 0 for 7. Can't take Jeff Neal down. I get it's a long time ago. Tim Means, 1 for 5 against Tim Means. Bilal will not shoot doubles, singles. He's not going on one knee, trying to run the pipe. He's not going to a high crotch and throwing your ass. Bilal likes trips. He likes sweeps. He likes to get in the clinch, grab you, take your back, mat returns. That is not going to work against Bonfim. Bonfim has good technical striking in the clinch, good technical takedown defense. He will jump Gilly. We have to be careful about that. He will jump Gilly, but his Gillies are so tight that he uses it to jump Gilly. If he doesn't get it, immediately he's pushing on the head, feet on the hips, pushing out, trying to get up to his feet. Okay. He will not just get mat returned and lay on his back and give up. I understand Bilal knocked out Sean Brady. When Sean Brady cannot get to the ground at all and he's stuck on his feet, we have seen what happens. He gets slumped. I mean, Jack Della, 3 for 9 on Jack Della. I don't want to hear none of this Jack Della's trash anymore because Carlos Prates just beat his ass. I don't want to hear that. Okay, that's not what everybody was saying before. Gabriel Bonfim has a very real path to winning this fight. We cannot be silly and jump too many gillies, but I do think his takedown defense is there. On the feet, I think he's better. He's got more power, and I think those knees in the clinch will cause problems. Dare I say it? I think Bonfim, if he's smart, doesn't gas out, has a chance of getting Bilal out of there. If you are on the Bilal side, I think it is a 4th round, 5th round TKO because he gave up, or a split decision because I think Bonfim will gas if you're on the Bilal side, but I think he's got a shot, man. Bonfim, dog money, biggest win of his career.
I don't. I mean, the way you phrase it, JP, it seems like this is really kind of a stretch. I don't think so. I think Bonfim really does have more ways to win. If you look at Bilal as well, 18 wins via decision, JP. That's a lot. Okay. In the UFC, he's 15-5. He has a lot of decision victories. That's what this dude does. 12 wins via decision. He has 2 knockouts and just 1 submission. You know how much time this man spends on the mat
True.
wrestling?
Yeah,
And
that
you
is a
have
good
1
point.
submission to show for it. So if you're Bonfim, I almost believe you can take some of those chances. If you shoot a tight guillotine, if a law pops out of it, if you're not able to get back up to your feet, okay, that's 1 round. You've got 5 or excuse me, you got 4 other rounds to work. Sure, we worry about the gas tank a little bit, but that hasn't been problematic as of late. I don't think it takes that long to address something that was probably not addressed before the Dalby fight because he was having so much success,
Yeah,
right?
first
It
round,
takes one of
first
those
round, first
interactions.
round.
It takes one of those situations to humble you, to understand where your weaknesses are, and for you to go out and fix them. And I believe he has done that. He's looked good in every other fight. I've had no problems with his striking, his grappling, his wrestling defense. So in this one, I don't think it's just like, oh, we're here taking a dog shot. I think this is a sharp call. You're getting dog money on a guy that's better at this point in his career than 37-year-old Belal Canelo Hands Muhammad.
Bilal dipshit Muhammad. That's another thing. Bilal's game plan sometimes is atrocious because he won't shoot those doubles. He'll stand on the feet. If he stands on the feet like he did with Jack Della that long, we're home free. I mean, Bonfim's going to light him up.
Yeah. Bonfim is very, very talented. All right, that does it for the card. Doesn't do it for the show. Don't go anywhere. We have your free show parlays coming your way right freaking now. JP starting with Locked Door MMA's lock of the night. Who are we locking up?
Get the glass slippers out and hand them to Matt Schnell. Tell him you retired once, you should do it again. Alessandro Costa is better everywhere, nastier, more explosive. I don't give a shit about the money line because we won't be playing it. We will be playing inside distance with everything. Alessandro Costa is the lock.
Let's freaking go. There you have it. Alessandro Costa is the lock. And that's going to take us to Brevin's basic parlay, starting with that lock. Alessandro Costa getting it done. And then we're going to throw in a guy that's taken a huge step down in competition. Give us Marcus Mcghee. And then to wrap up the basic, give me the guy that might finally do it, JP. That might finally get Junior Tafa cut from the UFC. Iwo Baraniewski to get it done. Put those 3 together right freaking now for Brevin's basic.
After we hit the basic, we're going on Kalshi, and I'm checking to see if Junior Tafa getting cut is on Kalshi, and we're hammering that with the basic winnings. Okay? Sit down, shut up, and listen closely because I know I can't be screaming at you. Producer, time. And what are we doing? We're going full main card juicer. We are that freaking confident this weekend. But the first one is on the prelims, but he's a lock of all locks. Alessandro Costa, Matt Schnell. See ya, buddy. Put on the glass slipper, hop away. For the rest of the main card, Iwo Baraniewski plus a Tafa cut. First dog, Santiago Luna. He is nasty. Bryce Mitchell. He might be seeing stars again. Maybe that's why he thinks the earth is flat. Luna's going to knock some sense into him and realize it's not flat. It's round. Just like an octagon. It's round, kind of. Next one, Faraz Ziam. Okay, he's on a tear. He looks good. Hopefully he gets another one done here. Close fight between him and Tom Nolan. Line might be a little much, but he's in the juicer. The next one, Brendan Allen is better than Edmund. When in doubt, grapple it out. The small cage will help him. The small cage won't help Belal because Bonfim is winning. Dog money. He's putting hands on Mr. Canelo Hands. Boy. 6 legs plus 1100. It is juiced.
There you have it, folks. It is juiced. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button on the video. It really helps out the algorithm so other people can see the work that we do for you guys every single weekend. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Join the community right freaking now so you don't miss out on any of these predictions, every single fight card, because we got you. And with that, JP, I'll let you take us home.
Oh, man. Another weekend. Another set of fights. Last weekend, decent little card, decent record. Phenomenal trip we had. Okay, the boys are, I mean, you know me. You can hear it. I'm still recovering. Okay. Probably going to take the rest of this week until we were feeling normal again. The finals. Brevin, you got a prediction for the finals? Who do you think? Thinking the Knicks, the Spurs, Spurs in 7, maybe.
I was gonna say, do I say it? Do I dare say it? Iwa Baraniewski put Junior Tafa in heaven. Give me Spurs in 7.
Oh man, I had to give him a little one before the show is over. Shout out, Mr. Moneyman, Mr. Dylan Moser, Spurs in 7. Okay. Hockey. I don't know where hockey's at. It is a Stanley Cup final. Oh, the game's going right now. Jesus. Maybe Vegas gets another Stanley Cup. Okay. That might be interesting. All right. Like Brevin said, show some love on the YouTube. Road to 2K. Everybody who's here now, we appreciate you. All the new subs coming in, appreciate you as well. Here I say it. Perfect card hunting. We're back at it. All right. Instagram, TikTok, go follow all those. Your boys are back on the grind. Crazy 2 weeks have passed. We are back on the grind. This weekend's going to be a good one, Brevin. I'm feeling something. Okay, and that might be the rest of the alcohol coming out of my system, or that might be a perfect card. Don't know yet. We'll have to see. Ladies and gentlemen, another weekend, another set of fights. As always, it was a pleasure. Bingo, bango, baby. Peace.